The first question is, why so important to look the potential of baby beta? And the second, are you beta breeder? If yes, then this video is right for you. Today I'm going to talk the basic knowledge about the potency of baby beta. There are several things that we need to know when we want to see the potential of baby beta. The first is size, and the second is character, and the third form of beta. And well, first of all, we start from the beta size. In general, the size of beta can be divided into three, namely under baby beta, and adult beta. Under baby beta is a beta whose size is under 3 cm. And as a beta hobbyist, we need to know that when the beta is 2 to 2.5 months old, the beta size should have reached about 3 cm. By the way, 3 cm is the size for normal beta or non-giant beta. Because if we talk about under baby giant beta, maybe the size can be more 3 cm. While the size of normal under baby beta is below 3 cm. It's important for us to know that from hundreds of under baby beta, we have to select under baby beta who has good potency. And why should we select the under baby beta with good potency? The answer is because efficiency. On the basis of efficiency, we have to select under baby beta that have good potency. Did you know that some under baby beta usually become reject beta? Therefore, the selection of under baby beta at an early age is very important. Selecting beta from an early age will help us as a beta breeder to classify beta based on their quality. Usually, for commercial purpose, beta breeder breed dozen pair of beta. We know that one sponge beta can produce hundreds of beta eggs. That means there will be a lot of beta. And did you know, raising a lot of beta without sufficient human resource is a blunder. In the beta industry, we have to know how many beta we produce, labor, beta feed, equipment, and time. And what we need to be aware is, if we produce too much beta, then we can get tired and it is not a good thing. Therefore, resource and time are important things to consider before breeding beta. It's not easy to see the potential of under baby beta because under baby beta size is still very small. But there is one basic thing that we can see from under baby beta, namely the form of the head. My suggestion, if you choose an under baby beta, make sure the head form is good. A good beta head form is not spoon and not lumpy. Okay, after we talk about under baby beta, next we talk about baby beta. In Indonesia, baby beta are divided into two, namely baby short tail or plakat and baby long tail, namely half moon and ground tail. The size of baby plakat is about 3.5 to 4 cm, while the baby half moon and ground tail are about 4.5 to 5 cm. The baby beta is small beta. However, even though the baby beta is small, when the beta competition, baby beta class is favorite class. Why baby beta is a favorite? The answer is because young beta are easier to get. Besides that, the price is also relatively cheaper than adult beta. And how to see the potential of baby beta are slightly different from how to see the potential of under baby beta. On baby beta, there are many aspects that we need to see. On baby beta, we have to look the mental or beta character. If the beta are not brave or can move calmly, then the beta is not good for competition. We also need to know that generally, the judge like beta with calm character. So choose a beta that has a calm character. Besides calm character, we also have to look at beta form as a whole. The form and beta character are something that very important to look when selecting the potency of baby beta. This is an example of a beta that has a good potency. We can see the form of the head, body, fins, and character. Okay, next is immortal baby beta. We need to know that some beta, even though they are old, but they are still small in size. Some people call it the immortal baby beta. Immortal baby beta is a condition when the beta is very slow in growth. But don't worry, immortal baby beta is not problem. Immortal baby beta is something that usual. Okay, next is separation of under baby beta. In my opinion, it shouldn't be too late to separate the under baby beta. I personally usually separate the under baby beta when the size is 3 cm. This separation will help us to see the potential of under baby beta more clearly. Usually, beta fish with low potential and reject will be spared and given to the flower hornfish. This might sound cruel, but actually, this is the best way to avoid the abandonment of the beta fish. Okay, next is the size of adult beta. If we're talking about adult beta, it means we are talking about reproductive ability of beta. But before we're talking about adult beta, I want to let you know that actually the size of beta cannot be used as a benchmark, whether the beta are adult or not. Some beta are small in size like a baby beta, but they are already adult in terms of age. Beta fish are generally able to breed when they are 4 months old. And normally, beta can breed when the size has reached 4 cm. In Indonesia, plakat beta with a size above 4 cm are classified or categorized as a regular plakat class. This class is a class for large beta, generally having a total length above 4 to 9 cm. If you talk about big beta, usually big beta have a very good character. The bigger the beta, the calmer the character should be. I personally really like beta with a calm character. And the last question is how to get good baby beta. My suggestion is if you want to get good baby beta, then make sure when breeding beta, choose good pair broodstock. We need to know that the potential of baby beta is very influenced by the beta parents. Therefore, if you want to breed beta for commercial purpose, choose a good brood beta. At least it has a good character and good form.